Good morning all, I hope you had a good weekend. One of the things I love about Reddam is that we have such a variety of different people from different backgrounds. They've got different talents, different ways of thinking. And if you take our Vision 2020 theme, they've also got different ways of looking at things, different focus points. And I'm going to give you a little example now. If I said to you, exams are in a week's time, how do you feel? Now, I'm sure there's a variety of different ways of feeling, but I think there's sort of two main groups of people we can divide you into. Some of you would have felt, oh my goodness, you would have had a sinking feeling in your stomach, and you might have even broken out into a cold sweat. Exams are just around the corner. And then I think there'll be others of you who thought to yourselves, oh, yes, exams are next week. Yeah, I think I'm ready. I'll be fine. And that's the difference between the two people. And to motivate you for these exams, I've got to give you a different message, because I can't give you the same message because both groups think in very different ways. So this morning I want to talk to both groups separately. I'm going to start with the group that has that sinking feeling when you hear the word exams. For the rest of you, I want you to put your fingers in your ears, because I don't want you to hear this. Stress is not good for you. And when you start overthinking things, it doesn't go well. Exams are just purely an indication of what you know or understand about a particular subject at a particular time. And it really is not something to stress about. It doesn't define you. Nobody's going to judge you. And I can guarantee you that in a few years' time, nobody's ever going to ask you, how did that history exam go in the year of 2020 in June? Nobody's going to ask you that. So sometimes we see these exams as these monsters that are out to trick us or to hurt us. And it can be quite scary if we do look at them like that. These monsters can be so scary sometimes and a bit overwhelming, and we end up not doing as well as we should. And so sometimes you need to take a step back. You need to look at the bigger picture. And when we zoom out a bit, then all of a sudden, it doesn't look so scary. And some of you are already thinking, well, mosquitoes are scary. They can kill millions every year. But actually, these exams are actually easy to sort out, and you don't need to stress about them. Now I'm going to talk to the other group. So I want you guys to put your fingers in your ears while I talk to the other group. So for those of you who had to be reminded that exams started next week, this section's for you. And I know a lot of you are thinking, this is fantastic. Exams start next week. We got half days of school, and we can relax in the afternoon. Now, some of us are blessed not to stress during exams, and you probably find that your whole school career you've relied on your intellect and winging it. But I'll tell you now that doesn't last for long. It'll last for a while, but soon you'll end up realizing that you just won't reach the potential that you have. Or even worse, you may lose out on opportunities that could be coming your way. So be careful that you're not too far zoomed out of the whole picture, that you don't actually see the danger coming along. Those little mosquitoes will sneak up on you quite quickly. And if you're not careful, you won't do as well as you should. Now, I'm not saying go and start stressing. What I'm saying is you just go and care a little bit more than you did, so that you can work hard and get the marks that you are really, truly proud of. Wouldn't it be nice? Picture yourself actually opening up your report when it comes in the end of June, and you can see, wow, I've really done well, I've worked hard, and I've achieved really good results. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So if you are feeling stressed about next week, I want you to take a step back. I want you to zoom out a little bit, and I want you to remember just to do your best, and that's all we can expect, and stress will add no value to your life. If you're not stressed about next week, I'd like you to zoom in a little bit and care a little bit more, put a bit more effort in, so that you can take the opportunities you got to get some really good results. For both groups, I know that you're going to do well. I'm expecting you, it's a different way of writing exams, but I'm hoping that you will enjoy them and you will achieve the results you want to. We're now going to hand over to the sports department to see how they've done this week.
Morning guys, you just caught me a bit on my morning walk here, and if you look over here, you'll see two beautiful specimens. We have a little rabbit over there. It's called our Optelagus. And if you look on the right there, you'll see the tortoise. That is our Testudinidae. Now hopefully you all remember that beautiful story about the tortoise and the hare. And it doesn't matter how you start a race, but it's how you finish it. That brings us to our academy challenges. Well done, guys. Again, some really talented students at Reddam House. And again, we've got a few leaders after last week's challenges. The weekly winners were 8R, 9A, 10D, 11D, and 12A. But again, if you look at our story, doesn't matter how you start the race, but how you finish it. So the overall leaders at the moment is 8A, 9A, 10M, 11M, and 12A, with our overall grade leaders being grade 10. Well done, guys. However, we still got one academy challenge left, which we're going to save for you for after the exams, so you guys can really focus on the exams and do your best. It really is tight, so any grade can really overtake the grade 10. So hopefully you guys study hard, save you some energy for that last week, and then hopefully you can be the overall grade winners of this online academy challenge.
Hi Reddam, I know we've been making you do crazy things in the last few weeks, like balance the toilet roll on your head for 5 steps, sitting behind a computer all day, and doing funny kicks. But this week, we're going to do some stretches.
Rising up, back on the street. Did my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. So many times, it happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive.
Bring the 80s.
Let's take it back to the old school.
Bring the 80s back. Bring the 80s back.
Let's take it back to the old school.
Bring the 80s back. Bring the 80s back.
Let's take it back to the old school. But wave your hands like you just.
Thank you, Sports Department, and thank you for putting all those challenges together. It's been great to see all of the students involved in those. We're now going to go across to the Arts Department and see what they've been up to this week, as well as some awards.
Welcome to the Interhouse Music Competition Awards 2020. And the award for most interesting performance goes to Shayna Benjamin. Best sound or backstage crew member, Ray Brown. And the award for contemporary instrumental solo goes to Oliver Stengel. Best overall contemporary performance goes to Ashley Conry. Best overall traditional or folk performance goes to Nina Jin Atkinson. Best overall own composition goes to Shannon Makura. Best overall ensemble goes to Jonathan Ribeiro and Caitlin Dabrowski. And the award for best overall solo goes to Shannon Makura. Third best overall performance goes to Caitlin Dabrowski. Second best overall performance goes to Ashley Conry. Best overall performance goes to Shannon Makura. And now for the winning house. Congratulations, Munster!
Now going to go across to Miss Bass to hear about how we've been helping out our community during this very, very difficult time.
So here we are, the future's now, the time, your time has come. The stage is set.
Thank you, community service team. Mother Teresa once said, yesterday is gone, tomorrow is not yet come. We only have today. And a lot of you have used today and used the lockdown to give back in amazing ways. Each of you have gone over and above. You have opened up your hearts, opened up your hands, and given back the Reddam way. I would just like to thank the following individuals and really say that how much we appreciate you and appreciate what you are doing for the community. You have really, really stepped up. You will receive a certificate of appreciation, which I'll give to you in person in the next term. Well done to Stella Renwick. Well done to Madison Goatee. Great job, Ishika Doctor. Well done, Amber Bird. Well done, Joshua Khan. Thank you, Kaylee van Blurk, for giving back. Well done to you, Talhal Patelia. Thank you. Well done, guys. And well done to all of you, Reddam, for taking steps to make your city, your town, your country a better place. Thank you.
All right, thank you for all listening to my little note about stress and not being stressed. Good luck with the exams. I know you're going to do well. Have a great